Hey there, ladies and gents. Welcome back to Griever Productions. I'm here today with another newcomer to the channel. I wanted to have a look at some more female-led bands and singers, because it genuinely seems that a lot of the suggestions that come through are mostly men on this channel, and that's totally fine, but I wanted to, show the women some love as well. And when we did this Killing Voice video, I didn't realize that at the time Killing Voice was basically like a show that was going on online, right? So I wanted to have a look at some of the other Killing Voice videos that they have. So I found this other band. From what I understand, the pronunciation is Mamamoo or Mamamoo, Mamamoo. Not 100% sure. Please do correct me in the comments below. I'm sure people will anyway. And this seems to be a group of four women. And aside from that, I know very little else. So I just wanted to click on a random one, see how it goes, see how the voices kind of blend together. As we've spoken about before, when it comes to kind of the group work, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into making the voices sound coherent. But the way that the boy groups that we've reacted to on this channel blend are an interesting combination of, they blend really well, but their voices are incredibly different, and like as far as solo styles go. So I want to hear if it is a similar deal here, or if it's going to be something else entirely. So let's have a listen to Mamamoo or Mamamoo Killing Voice.
안녕하세요, 마마무입니다.
Oh wow!
네, 여러분 저희가 킬링 보이스.
I wasn't expecting them to introduce themselves with a 4-part harmony. Hang on, let's hear that again. I'm going to break that down.
둘, 셋, 아세, 마마무. 안녕하세요, 마마무입니다.
It's clear that they've practiced that, right? But it was just so immediate. Like they 100% just knew where to go. And doing any sort of harmony work a cappella with no backing track or music behind them is incredible. Like it's not an easy thing to do. So that I'm already impressed, and we're 8 seconds in. Oh.
네, 여러분 저희가 킬링 보이스로 돌아왔습니다.
와우. 네, 그리고 저희가
Okay, I need to double check if there are English subtitles. To be fair, I am on, what is it called here? Dingo Mexico, which the Dingo channel was what we reacted to for the previous Killing Voice one we did. But this one is specifically Dingo Mexico. So being in Spanish makes a lot of sense. But I don't understand Spanish. So let's go into English and see if what is correct.
많은 관심 가져주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
네, 새 앨범 트랩을 많이 사랑해 주세요. 그럼
예.
가볼까요?
네.
Drop the beat. 실례지만 내게 뭐가 묻은
Okay, so they're doing it with a backing track.
네 눈빛에 내가 헷갈리잖니.
마마무 마마무 거기 Mr. MMO.
쳐다만 보지.
I need to go back there, because I couldn't tell if the bass line is doing a harmony line to the vocal there, or if there was an actual vocal doing a harmony thing there. It's actually really quiet. I don't understand why this video is so quiet, so I'm just going to turn it up in my headphones for now. And you watch, I'll do it the next reaction, I'll forget about it, and it's going to completely blast my ears out. But that's a later problem.
실례지만 내게 뭐가 묻은 거니. 네 눈빛에 내가 헷갈리잖니.
마마무 마마무 거기 Mr. MMO.
There's octave work going on, which is technically a harmony. But the interesting thing is, whatever is doing the bass line, I don't know if there is a keyboard that is playing that bass line there, but that is actually what the vocal harmony would have been in that case as well. So there's interesting layers going on here.
딩고, 너 나한테 관심 있지?
Darling, it's you. 아직 넌 왜 눈치를 못 채니? 넌 Mr. MMO 날 갖고 놀려 하지만.
The harmony work is really
Hey,
interesting.
꼭 숨어 머리카락 보일래
Come on, let's go, Musta.
어서 말해봐 미스터 MMO 왜 삐딱하게 구는 거래 마치 베레모 사랑가 보지 말고 빨리 와요 내게로 사랑을 쟁취하는 거야 불러봐요 세레모
Interesting.
아마도 나 말고 딴 여자 있는 것 같다고 Now 신사슴 여러분 Let's get on with the show Hey mister
Okay, I wasn't expecting something that you would have seen coming out of like a soulful America back in like the 80s and 90s. That's very interesting. It's such an interesting style, and also I didn't expect any of the rap that came out of the lady on the left here. This is again is a very interesting combination of styles. You can kind of tell that you've got you've got kind of like and this is a gross estimation just based on a very small piece of what I've heard, right? So do forgive me if I'm wrong in saying this, but you've got the rap vocal, you've got a very soulful voice here. Over here is kind of more of an R&B style voice. I haven't quite clocked this person here yet, but let's continue on. This is lovely. I love this.
너나 해. You, me, song. Let's go.
너를 위해서 네 주에 맴돌지 그렇다고 내가 태양은 아니네 너의 멋대로 중심이 돼제 멋대로 굴면 안 돼
That's a wonderful harmony there.
소리 없이 너의 두 눈을 가리네
너의 뜻대로 흘러가네 내게 상처를 주면 안돼
네 생각만 하지 그래 뭐 그게 참 당연한 듯이 어리석게
And she has a
너에게만
wonderful
맞춰왔던
singing
게
voice
날
too.
괴롭히네 마지막까지 외롭게
할 말이 없어 go
And that's another thing as well. How I've spoken several times on the channel about tonal rap, right? Tonal rapping. It's more like a sung spoken word, right? Or a sung word. And it's wonderful. She has a brilliant talent for it. And I dig it. I dig what she's doing.
어떻게 한순간에 떨림이 소리 없이 너의 두 눈을 가리네
너의 뜻대로 흘러가네 내게 상처를 주면 안돼
네 생각만 하지 그래 뭐 그게 참
Wanted to go
당연한
back and listen to this again.
어리석게
Wonderful.
너에게만 맞춰왔던 게 날 괴롭히네 마지막까지 외롭게
할 말이 없어 go away 설명이 더 필요해
화를 내도 내 입만 아프다니까 너 멋대로만 해 브라
난 언제나 너너너너 넌 언제나 나나나나 해 디아야 디아야 네 멋대로 중심이
넌 너만 생각해 그럴 거면
Interesting group of stylistic voices.
디아야 디아야
네 멋대로 굴면 안돼 억지로만 해 에이. 너가 낯선 너의 등장이 평소답지 않은 눈빛이 뭔가 느낌이 좀 수상해 지가 문 12시 10분째
넉넉 지난 여름부터 밤낮 사춘기 소녀처럼 꿈꾸게 만들었어 로맨스 오늘만 기다렸어 oh yes oh 핸드폰은 없지명적인 호 비밀스러운 party Got a red carpet 내 공간에 와준 널 환영해
There's something so interesting to me about rapping in Korean, right? Because when it comes to the way that English words are put together, you know, you got your consonants and vowels. I don't know exactly how it works with Korea, if the way the words are put together are similar. Please do let me know if you know, right? Because it's still something that I'm kind of learning, like bits and pieces. But the way that it's so interesting to me because it to my ear, right, I hear a lot of consonants, and when it comes to consonants in rap, and not just rap, in any form of vocal, consonants usually get in the way. So being able to kind of spitfire and very much spit so many consonants out in such a minute amount of time is very interesting because you can. It sounds so much more complicated than what most people do in English when it comes to rapping. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head, but I don't know if I've explained that correctly. because of how many different consonants and changes there are in each particular word that they say here, it feels much more impressive than rapping in English. I think that's the better way to explain it. Let me know if you agree, because it's something that's still strange to my ear, but it's something I really want to know. So yeah, please let me know.
두 손을 머리 위로 clap your hand.
너와 나 입을 맞춰 I'll be good 너에게 나를 맡겨
너에게 나를 맡겨.
이건 좀 위험해 선을 넘을 것만 같아
너와 나 같이 그림. I feel good. 오렌지 빛깔 그림.
I feel good 서로가 만들어낸 서로가 찾지 못할 달콤한 이 같아 I feel good
Fantastic. Their harmony work is incredibly impressive. I think it's really, really good. And I'm kind of clocking her as more of a contemporary vocalist, kind of somewhere in between these two here, which is like stylistically. And again, it's a combination of four very, very different styles, four very different vocals that sound really, really good together. I love this.
자, 제가 빛나는 밤이네요.
I will say something though. I can hardly hear the music, so I don't know who's done the production for this. But I feel as a bring the vocal down a little bit, because I can hear that they're topping out their microphones. Bring the music up a little bit just to get that balance, and it will sound better.
Come on.
But that's just a personal thing, and as somebody that's worked with this sound stuff before, that's just how my ear works.
그렇지 시리더니 벌써 봄이 왔네 꿈 같은 바람이 불어 곳곳에
여느 때와 다른 듯한 네 기분이 반가워. 내일은 좀 다른 날이 되려나.
어둠의 그림자 깊은 이 밤에 남겨진 달이 밝아 빛을 그리고 있어
그래서 널 뺀만큼 욕조에 물이 미련이 돼 넘쳐 한숨이 가득 그 공간을 채워 새벽이 찾아오면
혼자 남겨질 때면 Starry night 별이 빛나는 밤 네가 불어와
너와 나는 수많은 밤 나를 취하게 만들어.
She's got an incredible belt. She has an incredible belt voice. This woman here, very, very, very good belt.
Let's go.
별이 빛나는 밤 별이 빛나는 밤
Okay.
I want to find out what those mics are.
그래 your turn
If anybody has that
Let's go,
information,
move
can you
down.
send it to me? Because I want to find out what those microphones
그럴만
are.
했지 그래 한 번뿐인 이별에 쏟아들어 나가보면 너 그 하늘에 미련이야 식탁이 차려진 음식 고자 넘도 맞춰 늦은 식사 무기력 공허함 외로움 yeah. 날씨 구는 기분 다운돼 있네 멀쩡한 날이 없어 모든 게 거슬려 왜
함께 있을 때 왜 더 아름답지 못했는지
둘러내 노래를 별 가사로 채우는지
아야야야 후회만 하네 아야 저 꽃들만 너무 예뻐 Winds flow, we winds flow 달라져버린 젊은 우리도 Winds flow, we winds flow
네만 이별일까 뚜뚜뚜뚜 네만 아파할까
다시 또 피어날 꽃잎처럼
Yeah, there's some issues going on with microphone levels here. Like her microphone is significantly lower than this person. This one's lower.
다시 또 피어날 꽃잎처럼 Get better day by day Get better day by day 바람 불어 기분 좋은 날 all day 자가 되어 홀가분한 밤
The levels are annoying me now because it's I don't know, somebody I can just picture somebody just absolutely scrambling in the background with a sound desk going, I don't know what's going on anymore, because like the way that the vocals are leveled now, they were really nice up until this point, and now for some reason they're up and down everywhere, so I don't know what's going on. I would put money on that there's been some form of technical issue and they're trying to fix it in real time. I've been there. I've 100% been there where it's like, oh, that microphone doesn't work anymore. We better fix that. Yeah, I understand the stress of it.
Get better day by day Get better day by day
그때 널 좋아하지 않았더라면 이 흔하고 흔한 이별도 없었겠죠 나너 부른 날부터 날 위한 위로는 온전히 내 몫이 되어 별거 아닌 듯
She's got a really low voice. I've just realized.
준비됐나? 그리워하나? 올 것이 왔다 자, 화이팅
나를 어루만지던 그 손끝
She's got a... I need to hear that start again. The way that she went from the head voice to the chest voice, she's got a very, very wonderful control over what she's doing there. That falsetto into that chest voice area there, that was really, really nicely done. Really well done.
내가 보고 싶다고 들을 쓰던 너와 나누던 나의 하루는
And she's got... Yeah, wonderful.
소리 없이 눈물이 흐르면 너의 목소리로
I need to go back and hear this section again, right? How I was saying that this person's got a very wonderful soul voice. It's so true. And this is where that's coming from, is that insane belt. And I can understand why her mic would be down further than everybody else's, because if you were in the room, you would notice a significant volume difference between the way that she is doing what she's doing and the rest of them at this current point. But I want to hear that again. Is that... I need to go back a little bit further. And this is a beautiful line from her too. Wonderful. Brilliant. As a vocal teacher, there is a different way, not necessarily a better way, but there is a different way that I would have handled that. Basically, the way that I would handle it, right, the only thing that I would suggest for her to try, and it may not work for her, this is probably why she does it this way, right? And let's face it, she's out there doing all of this, and I'm here. But basically how I would do it is I would make sure that the breathing isn't here. As you can see her raise her shoulders. Basically what happens when you raise your shoulders when you breathe in is that all of the musculature in here starts to tense up, and you want to try and avoid that musculature tensing around the vocal cords, because the vocal cords are your bread and butter, right? So you want nothing bad to happen to them. And don't get me wrong, there's no foolproof way of singing. If you the best way to protect your voice from any form of damage is to not use it. Like, it's very much this kind of thing of there's no foolproof way to not do damage to your voice if you are singing. Even talking. There are people that talk in technically bad ways and they lose their voice by the time they get to a certain age. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how she handles it. It may be a case of this musculature is helping her get that sort of tone out and helping her with the belt. But if she were in my studio, I would say, look, let's try it this way to just remove some of the pressure from here so that there's more of a chance of longevity for the voice. But honestly, what she does sounds phenomenal.
폰제 생목록에 슬픈 노래만이 가득 찬 이유 이 노래처럼 내 맘을 위로해 줄 것만 같아
하는 곳곳 남겨진 네 흔적 온통 눈물로 번져
누구나 아는 이별 왜 이리 유별나게 구는 건지 오늘따라 유난스러
너의 속삭임 너의 손길은 이젠 없는데 난 너뿐인데
난 네가 그리워 별이 뜨는 밤이면 언제나
소리 없이 눈물이 흐르면 No 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 너의 목소리도 So much I miss
Interesting.
you
Okay, the reason I say interesting about this song, right, I know I'm pausing a lot, but there's some really interesting things to bring up here, is that you can tell that the key of this song very much suits these two in the center a little bit more than it does this person on the right. You can tell that they have very similar vocal ranges, right? The difference being like a few notes difference between that flip between head voice and chest voice. You can tell in this particular circumstance, this person here has the slightly lower voice and required to go into that head voice earlier than the rest of them. But this is what you kind of get with these sorts of groups where it's a case of you want a song that everybody can kind of shine in. You've got to have that compromise on key to kind of suit everybody. And sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes it is just incredibly difficult to do. And they are handling it incredibly well. I love it.
Beats 멋짐 내 맘대로 걸어 머리 어깨 무릎 다 힙해
Hey
Do it like me do it 나를 따라해
Kick it
Clapping clapping 모두 같이
hip 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 Let's go
I love you 네가 뭐라든 간에 Respect you 네가 뭘 하든 간에 She's crazy 늘 따끈따끈해 그 관심이 따끈따끈해 또 힐끔 힐끔 힐끔
이제 모든 일이 가뿐해 배럴해 성공을 썰어먹어 마치 미슐랭 누구보다 빠른 걸음을 걸어내 비시즌이든지도 오래야 You got it
얼어버린 beats 멋진 내 멋대로 걸어
Kick it
머리 어깨 무릎 다
Hip hip hip
논란이 돼 my fashion
Whoa
별로 신경 안 써 그저 action Yeah 자꾸 click me 홀린 듯이 you Close up close up close up hip hip
머리 어깨 무릎 hip
hip hip hip hip hip hip hip
머리 어깨 무릎 hip 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 Okay 9 slash 6 619 9 slash 6 go go baby
미칠 준비가 됐어 시작해와 다들 난리가 나 난리가 나
go go baby
Time to put a suit and tie Dress code and bling bling bang bang a ring ring No one anything so much 빼지 말고 drone
go go baby
뻔뻔하게 놀아
go baby 고고 베베
나레이션 금지.
고고 베베
드디어
딩가딩가
자,
놀러
놀아보자.
가자 다들 와봐 다들 와봐
예.
어디
딩가 딩가래.
헤이
친구들 모아. 한 잔을 drink like a fish. 딩가 딩가래.
노는 게 좋아 딩가 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 아이스크림 먹으러 갈래 나나나나나 딩가 딩가
유유자적해. 여기 방구석에 언제부턴지 사이와의 거리가 꽤나 멀지. 이 여름이 더 지난 차가운 땀이난 밤이나 또 낮이나 제자리만 돌고 돌아.
부족해 비타민 D 아까워요 딜리버 피 하필 완벽한 이 날씨 청개구리 나 원래 집순이야 내 친구 날 파리고 외로움만 쌓이죠
해놓고 시간이 필요해.
딩가 딩가래 친구들 모아 한잔 할래 Drink like a fish 딩글링
노는 게 좋아. 딩가 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 아이스크림 먹으러 갈래. 나나나나.
가자 맞습니다
So that song was really interesting because I forgot what I was actually doing for a minute. I forgot that I was supposed to be reacting to things. I love the stylistic changes between each of the songs. Everything is incredibly different, and and all of the voices work so well for each of the different styles. And I think it's wonderful. I think they're doing a really great job.
이야
준비됐어요?
네
오케이.
비데 우 헤이야 비긴 것 같아 애초에 이게 생각 따윈 없어 봐 너나 나다 끝난 마당에
Ayo, ayo, you got me jumping like a crazy crown. Oh, hey. 썩은 이빨 뽑아내야지. 아야.
love you 세상을 다 줄 것처럼 말하고
Hate you.
이제 서로 화살을 겨눠 뻔하디 뻔한 배대 네 얼굴에 침을 뱉어 오점 하나 생겨 우린 남이 됐다
못된 사랑 놀이에 미쳐. 이기적인 넌 이젠 지쳐.
눈물인지 또 빗물인지
넌 내게 모욕감을 줬어. 눈물이 툭 떨어진다. No, no, no. Don, 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 don.
툭 떨어진다
눈물이야, 빗물이야, 아야. 눈물이야, 빗물이야, 아야. 눈물이 툭.
Wow, they've got incredible voices. They've got really, really incredible voices. I don't know what else to say, to be honest, about that, because I've pretty much said everything during the course of this. It's interesting to hear the different stylistic choices made between not only the songs, but their voices as well. Because you can tell that they are definitely very versatile voices. After that first song, I kind of went, oh, here's where this voice kind of sits, at least how I'm hearing it. And that was after only a song. That's where those voices kind of sat for me. But as it went on, you could hear that they are very versatile voices where they can fit into multiple different styles. And each of those styles were very interesting. I'd love to know whether or not these guys write their stuff or if somebody writes it for them. Because either way, whoever is doing the writing knows their voices really well. And that's something that's really nice because it gives everyone the opportunity to shine in their own light. And that is something that we never used to get back in the 80s and 90s. And this is something that I've said in multiple videos where group things need to be equal. They can't just have a lead singer. And don't get me wrong, I know that a lot of these groups do have somebody that is labeled as their lead vocal. But in practice, it's not the case. They are all equal and they manage to equally do as much as the other members. I think it is super important in these sorts of groups to have that dynamic. Whereas back in, say, the 80s and 90s, again, same example as I've used before, where bands have one singer that goes on and does great things, one singer that people know the name of. The biggest example of this is Wham, and obviously they weren't from the 90s, they were in the 80s, but Wham was supposed to be a group effort. Everyone knows George Michael, and a lot of people don't know Andrew Ridgeley, often known as the other guy in Wham. And it's unfortunate, because Andrew is and was an incredibly talented musician, and I believe he went on to do racing driving? Yeah, moved to Monaco to pursue Formula 3 racing. I bet 99% of people that know of him didn't know that happened. It's crazy to me. But I think that these sorts of groups need to have that kind of equality in them. I think it's a very important thing, and it's just respectful. It's just a respect thing as well. But I really loved these guys. I think they're really, really good. If you guys would like to see more of them, let me know in the comments below any of the songs that they do, or any artists at all that you'd like me to react to. But yeah, so that's it for this one. Like if you've enjoyed, subscribe, do all that sort of thing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw here today, feel free to support me on Patreon, like the wonderful people listed here, for as little as $3 Australian, which works out around $2 US, €2, or £1.50 a month. Also, if you're into gaming, I have recently rebooted my gaming channel, so feel free to go on over there and have a look. Links to both the gaming channel and Patreon in the description below.